It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson here, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and just like that, we've already played half an NBA season. Now on with the second half, together on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers going up against the Milwaukee Bucks. Well, for the Bucks, they're not satisfied with the record over the last 10 games. Under 500 basketball, just not good enough. Looking to improve tonight. Last season, a rough one for the number one.
Welcome to Philadelphia, everyone, as the 76ers get ready to defend home court in the Eastern Conference. We've got some terrific NBA action in store for you today. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. A quick trip here for the Bucks, just one game away before heading back to Milwaukee. This is an important game for them because they've really been struggling. Just one win in their last 5 games.
And I think for Milwaukee, they've fulfilled a lot of the promise they showed coming into the season. But they just haven't taken that next leap forward so many thought they might.
They still had enough players take positive steps forward to call this season a success. Maybe they're not at the top of the standings where they'd hope they'd be, but they're in really good position in terms of the playoff picture.
And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Hey, Kevin, Sixers.
Thanks, David. Right on the money. Philly's passion for sports is something that makes them so unique.
And really few teams in NBA history have undertaken the sort of extreme makeover the Sixers did over the last 4 years, and a lot of losing along the way, but the fans have been...
Bucks have gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. Here's the dish to Henson. Henson with the screen. Dellavedova, the pass to Henson. And John Henson with the slam.
This is where a big chunk of the points for John Henson come from. Outside of offensive rebounding, he gets it done on the pick and roll.
McConnell kicks to Redick. Back to McConnell. The kick out to Ilyasova. Can't tie it up as that one misses. DJ dishes to Snell. Some solid defense from Šarić.
Well, from our angle, that looked like that was going in. But defense, fantastic how they contested it.
The 76ers again can't hit it. Bucks leading by 3. And Muhammad kicks to DJ. Lays it up off the glass. DJ's got his first bucket of the night.
Now, he's a smooth operator in the paint, and DJ making the most of the high percentage shot in tight.
Now, here's McConnell. He had 10 points in the win against the Celtics in Boston. Kicks it to Ilyasova. Here's Šarić. No good on that last second attempt there. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. The Bucks on top, leading by 5. We'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And J.J. Redick, a focal point in his tenure with the Duke Blue Devils, both offensively and as a lightning rod for fans.
I think I'll forever be associated.
There's no doubt that he is Mr. Duke, J.J. Redick, and it's hard to argue with that school's incredible success, Greg, whether you like him or not. And I know you've had a first-hand view of Duke a couple times.
And listen, I have the utmost respect for J.J. and Coach K and what they've done there. And listen, you could be known for a lot worse things in your life and having gone to a lot worse places. But I think for him, it's not about where he's been. Okay, I think it's about where he's going and what's going to be the next chapter in his career.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
I mean, through that first quarter, to me, it's all about their D.
There's a lot of ways to build a lead. This one's built on stops.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Taking a look at the 76ers. We've got Richaun Holmes. J.J. Redick is out there with T.J. McConnell. Then there's Šarić, and it's Ilyasova in at the 3, the small forward.
Well, Tony Snell getting a chance to play as a consistent starter last season. Again, a classic guy at the 2-guard spot where you want him to defend and hit some threes, and he made the most of his chance last year with the Milwaukee Bucks.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And for Snell, with his usage and minutes going up, he responded with better efficiency as a player.
He was much better from deep and from the floor overall last year, Kevin, settling into the role as the off guard for the Bucks, and he just looked much more comfortable shooting the three.
Here's Saric. The shot from the low post is good. Saric has got 5 points so far.
Didn't want to settle for something going away from the basket. Aggressive with a finger roll.
Muhammad, the pass to DJ. And it's blocked. Pass to McConnell. Redick is in the corner. Ilyasova against Muhammad. Holmes, that's a screen. Over to the left wing. Lock at 6. Ilyasova dishes to Saric. He trains the turnaround jump shot. He has 7.
And I love that move for this guy. When he's in rhythm, that's money.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
Yeah, guys, they were forcing it a bit in that one and shot a relatively low percentage because of it.
Well, if I put it on...
And so it's Milwaukee holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Defensively, they have gotten after. And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but you know, anything can happen. 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And here's Fultz. So Philadelphia wins it. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance.
That'll wrap it up, folks. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our two.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight's broadcast will feature the Phoenix Suns as they go up against the Bucks in Milwaukee. Well, for Milwaukee, only one win in their last 6 games. They know they can play much better, looking to be more competitive tonight. And tonight we have 2 up-and-coming teams. Lots of talent, but also a lot of inexperience.
Greetings, everyone. 2K Sports brings you the NBA. And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David? Well, and that kind of toughness is crucial to have at a young age. Thanks, DA.
Well, you know what this Suns team wants to do when they go up against you? They are looking to get out in the open floor and get easy baskets off transition. One of the best teams in the league when it comes to capitalizing on the break.
So the Bucks. Milwaukee is gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Brogdon kicks to DJ. 41 seconds left in the first quarter. Henson, a screen on Jackson. Here's Brogdon. Here's Henson. And count it. And a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
And the Bucks making a change here. Snell's checked in. And in general, this Suns team looks to push the tempo, Greg, and play at a very high pace whenever they can.
You know, if you look over the history of the franchise, they've always been at their best when they've played that style. The Suns and that running gun mentality just seem to go hand in hand. And I think also it happens to work well with the athletes that are presently on this roster.
Here's Ulis, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Pass to Daniels. 6 on the shot clock. Picked his pocket. And up the court come the Bucks on the break.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came upright with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Fantastic anticipation. Then he shows major explosiveness converting at the other end.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Bucks lead by 5. And let's hear from Tyson Chandler. He talked about what he brings to this team.
I do a lot that doesn't show up on the stat sheet.
Chandler has long been the kind of player all coaches want on their team. He's the definition, Greg, of an unselfish player who doesn't care about his ego or his stats.
And he knows that and prides himself on it. That also makes him the kind of player his teammates appreciate so much, because they know nobody wins any rings without a guy like Tyson Chandler on the team.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
I'll tell you, when you take care of the backboards, good things seem to happen.
Well, I think it's been a priority to hit the glass, no doubt, and using their length and athleticism to perfection on the boards.
John Henson out there with Tony Snell. Then there's Muhammad. And it's DJ. And it's Jennings in at the point. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. From about 19 feet. And another basket for Milwaukee. Or who are some of the guys that surprise you with their toughness on a nightly basis in the NBA?
You know, you have to think historically, pound for pound in the history of the NBA, the toughest single guy was Allen Iverson. For me, the current iteration, and I'm not saying that Isaiah Thomas is Allen Iverson, they're drastically different players because Isaiah doesn't have that kind of athleticism that AI had early. But Isaiah at 5'9", to continually find his way into the paint, to be willing to attack the bigs, to absorb the kind of pounding he does, and get himself into the MVP conversation, Kevin, really, that was incredible.
LeBron probably takes, for a guy his size, you think he can dish it out. But I'm telling you, I think he gets whacked all the time.
I think, Kevin, this is the single hardest guy in the NBA to officiate today. And frankly, I do not believe LeBron James goes to the foul line.
Chris Middleton has been on display for the Milwaukee Bucks. He finishes. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. Without a different look for Milwaukee. Tony Snell's checked in for Jabari Parker. DJ comes in for Antetokounmpo, and it's Jennings in for Eric Bledsoe. Tyson Chandler, who's checked in for the Suns. Jackson comes in for Warren. On the court for the Suns, Booker the 2 and Jackson the 3, the up-and-coming wing pair. Len out there with Chandler, and it's Payton in at the point guard. It's good on the putback.
And giving the fans what they came to see, a spirited performance.
Yeah, it really was. They wanted this home win badly, and they went out and took it.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. We're 3. Booker. And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
Jennings against Payton. Outside Jennings, and he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. A confident win, and one where they clearly should.
Solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
Thank you for joining us.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, we'll be watching the Milwaukee Bucks playing against the Brooklyn Nets. And for Brooklyn, they come into this game having won 3 straight, looking to make it 4. We'll see if they can get it done. The Brooklyn Nets appear to be in Plan B mode. You remember when new ownership came in 2010, they spent big.
And now, give it up for your Milwaukee Bucks! Introducing the starting lineup. Man in the middle. It's an Eastern Conference battle at the BMO Harris Bradley Center in Milwaukee as the Bucks look to work the home court advantage. And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Zeller is checked in for Henson. Tony Snell comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. DJ is checked in for Chris Middleton. And Brogdon subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Allen's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Okafor comes in for Damari Carroll. Harris is checked in for Hollis Jefferson. And Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for Allen Crabb. Setting the floor for the Nets. Allen is out there with Okafor. Then it's Russell. Then there's Harris. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2 spot.
And, you know, DJ's interior game is very impressive. The big thing for him is that excellent body control. When he takes his time, he's really dangerous in the post.
And the foul called on DJ. That is his first foul of the game. Nine seconds left in the first quarter. Russell dishes to Okafor. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. It's the Nets. And one of our game's most explosive dunkers, DeAndre Jordan, tells us what it feels like.
And you jump 20 feet in the air, it's like you're flying first.
And for a guy like DeAndre, and a guy of DeAndre's size, guys, it's hard to believe how fluid he is in the air.
He's got some body torque into those jams, and just all around, he seems to improve his game every year.
And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Brooklyn.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got D'Angelo Russell. Harris is out there with Allen. Then there's Okafor, and it's Dinwiddie in at the two-guard spot. Here's Russell. That's short off the rim.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And, Greg, we've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
And that one's good, Brogdon. Clark, when you look back at all the coaching you received and all the coaches that you've covered, what allows a coach to have a team buy into what he wants to do?
I think there are a couple of things there, Kevin. One is authenticity, being who you are as a man and a coach. Whatever your personality is, whatever your hallmark pillars are as a coach, the things that you don't allow to be negotiated, staying true to that. But authenticity is huge. And then adaptability, being able to be flexible within your authenticity. Those things, to me, give you the most credibility as a coach and give you a chance to one, be enjoyable to play for and also successful.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Zeller setting the pick for Brogdon. And there's the feed to Zeller. And Okafor with the block.
You've got to be cautious when Okafor's in the area. I mean, he's a giant. Not only is he big, but he's long. And that helps him block shots because of his good timing, too.
In the corner, it's Brogdon. And Zeller kicks to Parker. Stolen by Allen. Harris outside. Outside, Russell. Okafor with the screen on Brogdon. Here's Russell. 6 to shoot. So they take the lead. Dinwiddie's got 7.
You never pass for the sake of passing. You wait until the defense commits. Russell does that. Finds the open man nicely.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last. And so it's Milwaukee in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're pounding. Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy.
Great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, Ernie Johnson here, and I'm joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. And coming right up, we'll see the Milwaukee Bucks playing against the Chicago Bulls in their house, United Center. Looking at the Bulls, they've fallen into the bottom tier of teams, but looking to make up some ground. They're going against a team that they feel they're more than capable of beating. And fellas, NBA athletes probably the best in the world. But
the Chicago River winding its way through the heart of the Windy City, our sight tonight. So the Bucks win the tip. Steve, more and more we see guards turn to the Euro step to get around defenders and route to the rim. It's a slight move, but it's so effective. Which players do you think execute that move the best?
I think Manu. He's one of the guys I played with, even though he's older, still to perfection. Kevin Durant at his size is unbelievable. DeMar DeRozan, James Harden. And then I don't know if a Euro step you can call it for Russell Westbrook. He just changes direction. It looks like a sped up Euro step in Russell Westbrook's situation. Those are some of the guys that stand out.
Now here's DJ. He's tightly guarded. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Here's Kilpatrick. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. For Milwaukee, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Here's Muhammad. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Now at the moment here, let's take a look at our rookie leaderboard and who's putting up the most points per game. Lauri Markkanen third.
Well, coming in, you wondered how his talent would translate at this level in terms of scoring. And I gotta say, apparently, it's translating pretty well.
When you think back to just a few years ago when the Bulls were winning the East, that team, core of Rose, Noah, and Dame, had some tough luck not to make it to the finals with that group.
Here's the screen. And Holiday, here we go. Nice shot by Portis.
And they can't allow him too many open looks like that. That's just inviting trouble.
And with those Rose-led Bulls teams from a few seasons back, it all went south so fast, but those teams were very tough to beat.
It just shows you how much can change in the NBA in a short span. Bulls are working hard to try to get back to that level. It hasn't been an easy road.
And stolen by Zeller. Now here's DJ. He's guarded closely, and that one drops for him. DJ's got 5 points so far.
Aggressive move by DJ. Once he sees the opening, you know he's in.
And Holiday kicks to Grant. Holiday against Muhammad. Grant outside. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by the Bucks, coming off that loss against the Nets.
And that's what happens when you become too perimeter oriented. If you're not hot, you don't score.
Well, when you force it all night, you don't get good results. Never really adjusted the game plan the way they should have.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game plan. The shot by Holiday, no good.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Now Dellavedova. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. The dish to